there's going to be one speed, mine. If you can't keep up, don't step up. You'll just die. What's up, everyone? You're watching footage of my fun run from New Year's. I ran a 5K, which is 3.5 miles, in about 20-degree weather. After being sick for 6 days, and this was on the 7th day, I ran. All right, and I ran, and I ran. All right, I ran to the place. I ran to the race itself. Then I ran the 1K, which I didn't enter. I basically ran it illegally. Then I ran the 5K, which was 3.5 miles. Then I ran home. Okay, so I really ran. All right. So today's, of course, the topic will be hyperactivity. All right, like regular activity, only more fun. So essentially, human multitasking is an apparent human ability to perform more than one task or activity at the same time. Multitasking can result in time wasted due to human context switching. That's important to note. And apparently it causes more errors due to insufficient attention or focus, right? Multitasking does. And multitasking has its true name in switch tasking, which I've covered before, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. The skinny of it is this: males are better at switch tasking, or going from one task to the other with maximum focus, whereas females are better at multitasking, having less focus and the same rapid switching. Essentially, they're underpowered. Okay, to use video game speak. Males are overpowered, females are underpowered. Because they'll be like, oh, women are better at multitasking. Yeah, but the cognitive lag in multitasking is severe compared to switch tasking. That's why I say its true name is switch tasking, because who wants to just waste energy? That doesn't make sense. So multitasking to me is too fraught with nonsense. I just use switch tasking. So if one becomes proficient in two tasks, it is possible to rapidly shift between the tasks themselves and perform the tasks well, or at least proficiently, right? With diminishing returns, depending on focus. So what's my personal hack, if you want to call it that, for getting around the cognitive downsides, let's call them, of multitasking, right? The cognitive bottleneck and subsequent IQ and efficiency penalties. Well, for me, I like to look at several things as one thing, right? So let's say I'm reading a newspaper and baking a pie. To me, I'm just reading a newspaper pie, and that makes no sense, right, on the surface. But you have to remember, and I'll cover this more in detail in a few of my upcoming videos, right? There'll be book reviews, but they're going to be lit. The subconscious mind is about, I think it's 500 times more powerful than the conscious mind, right? So right now I'm cooking, I was just lifting weights, I just jumped rope. Before that I was doing algebra, and I'm making a YouTube video. I just did jump that rail that's chest height at a dead run, by the way. That was the 1K that I just smoked everybody. Essentially, if I jump up to go stir my food, right, and I stub my toe on the weights, that's going to throw me off really bad, right? Especially if I'm still recording. So to me, I'm doing all of the things at once as one thing, right? When I finish this video, it'll be time to put in the noodles. All right. So essentially, that's how I do it. Okay. Instead of looking at multiple things, I get 100% focus on one big thing. And that's how I essentially get rid of the background noise of the thing. So time perception is more concerned with the neural pathways of the mind, which includes the whole body, and the dopamine cycles are most involved in the most active neural pathways. So there's something called a long-term potentiation, which can be modulated with a formula called CILTEP, or KILTEP. All right, so if you want to math it up a notch, there's a formula for time perception. Time perception is also about what you pay attention to the most and what kind of information is going on in the background. Now, they mean conscious background, but to me, it's subconscious and conscious, because they should work together, right? Meditation is very handy to modulate the foundational consciousness, right? Expand the mind. Basically, it's like cleaning an engine. It's going to run more efficiently, right? Same thing with clearing your mind on a deep level, subconscious level, right? Subconscious clearing can be done with meditation. See my meditation project videos where I meditated for, I think it was like 2 months straight every single day, like all day long almost. So time is nothing but the speed at which animals or humans process sensory information. This can be measured by how fast they can detect flickering lights or any given stimuli. Generally, the smaller the animal, the faster its metabolic rate, the faster the flickering light can be detected or whatever stimuli, and the faster the smaller creature can process sensory information, which in turn makes time pass slower. Alright, but the opposite is true for larger creatures and with slower metabolisms. And yes, this applies to humans even after one accounts for body size. So if you have a hummingbird metabolism like yours truly, and everyone else seems to perceive time more quickly and is moving like molasses in the winter, then you're not alone. Believe it. As a child, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactive disorder for being a boy because I kept answering so fast that it made the girls cry, and the female teachers didn't like it, put them on hard drugs. That's basically the long and short of it, all right? So the female first grade teacher didn't like that and put them on drugs. That's how it went. I don't believe in coincidence, all right? However, hyperfocus and hyperactivity continue to serve me very well, all right? This has been your host, the Furious Nevermind. I'll kill you with my teacup. Always recall, as I do, brethren, these low-bodice wenches be not loyal.